Welcome. This is a video series on an introduction to yoga. So in this video we will be covering a brief practice, probably between 10 and 15 minutes long, of warming up the body and practicing very light postures. And this video is intended for those who are perhaps getting into yoga for the very first time and may have lots of physical limitations, whether they're past injuries, um, or there are medical conditions. So this is intended to be very light and calming for the body. So let's begin right away. And in the future, if you'd like to skip right to this point now, about 45 seconds into the video, we are going to begin here together. So find a nice, comfortable way to sit. For some of us, this means that we are sitting, and I'll move further back here. We could be sitting cross-legged, and this would be an easy pose. For some of us, we like to sit onto the knees, and you can even place just a little pillow or a gentle blanket underneath the feet here. So feet are untucked underneath, and you're sitting with a nice tall spine. So at this point, find your comfortable seat so we can begin our centering practice for our class today. Turning the palms to face upward on the thighs, let the eyes close down in this moment and find yourself settling into the rhythm of your breath. If this is your first time observing the breath, perhaps place one hand on the belly and one hand on the heart. And as you breathe, become aware of the flow of the breath coming in and out through your nose. Noticing that if the bottom hand has any sort of movement, and if it is lacking movement, consciously breathe and push your belly out here. Like you're creating a Buddha belly, a nice big round belly, and then exhaling fully and completely. You're taking this time to arrive fully into your practice, letting thoughts of the past or what was happening before you started your practice beginning to drift away, and letting thoughts of the future also just gently fall away. Continue to notice this in and out flow of the breath. So you're coming in through the nose and out through the nose. With the intention of slowing the breath down. Relaxing the muscles of the forehead, the eyebrows. Letting the eyes be heavy in their sockets, cheeks, nose, and ears relaxed, jaw even gently unhinging here. If the mind feels particularly distracted or restless, grabbing onto passing thoughts, inhale through the nose and exhale through the mouth. And in your seated posture, you can choose at this point in the practice if you'd like to transition to a folding chair or another way that you can be comfortable here. Sitting on the floor is too taxing on the body. As for many of us it is. It can be very challenging without proper muscles in the spine and in the abdomen. So we'll begin here with our warm-up of inhaling and opening the arms up to the sky. And then exhaling, let the hands follow down in prayer as your exhale comes out. So listening to your breath, inhaling nice and fully up, And then exhaling, hands coming down through prayer. Inhaling as you rise, feeling the movement starting to slow down ever so gently. Maybe closing the eyes to notice what's happening inside the body. Inhaling to rise a little bit slower. Exhaling, coming down. Inhaling and rising. Exhaling, coming down. Inhale to rise. Exhale to come down. This time, resting hands on the heart center here. Sit up as tall as you can with a gentle tuck of your chin, keeping the back of the neck long. We're going to inhale, double inhale, sounding like this. Double exhale out of the mouth. So inhaling through the nose. This time with the opening of the arms. Inhaling, tense the muscles as you pull back, like you're opening on a weight machine. And then exhaling forward. Tensing on inhaling back. Relaxing forward. One more time. Good. Go ahead and open the arms nice and wide and start to spin out the wrists here. So fingers start open here, keeping the wrist just in, or the stretch just in the wrist. Good. And then come into soft fist and keep spiraling here, opening up the forearms. Good. Reverse the direction. Remembering at any point you can practice these in a chair or you can practice them standing if the seated posture doesn't feel good. Good. Draw gentle circles with the arms here to open up the shoulders a little more fully. Good. Taking long, deep breaths as you practice here. Reverse the direction. Right, every time you're feeling a sense of tightness or soreness in the body's really asking for a long, deep, and refreshing breath, right? It's asking for fresh oxygen back to the body. Good, go ahead and inhale, send the arms all the way up to the sky, interlace the fingers and press the palms up. Gentle tuck of the chin to be long in the spine. Beautiful. Stretching the palms here. Perhaps taking one breath, inhaling as long as there's no discomfort in the neck. You can let the chin begin to open up as the front of the throat opens. You're looking towards your hands. Good. Exhale, let the arms come all the way down. Let the chin come down. Placing palms up on the lap here. Go ahead and start to roll your ear towards your shoulder and vice versa. Getting a gentle stretching here side to side. Remember, head and neck staying heavy. Feeling all the little muscles of this back of the neck stretching. Beautiful. Go ahead and come back to neutral. Inhale, send arms all the way up to the sky. Take a deep breath in. Good. And exhale, interlace the fingers and start to tuck the chin and round the spine. So from a side view, we see the spine is neutral here, and then it's beginning to round, pressing out here, tucking the chin. Inhaling, coming all the way up. If the hands don't feel good in this position, just send them into prayer. Exhaling, reaching through the fingers and bending in the low back. Shoulders are heavy. One more time, breathing in. Good. Exhale all the way out here, rounding the back body, pushing out. Go ahead and release the arms down. We'll come back into our neutral position here. Inhale, send the arms as high up as they can go. Exhale, go ahead and gently send the arms out like you're pushing the walls away here. So shoulders are crunching together. They're drawing in behind the back body here, and you're pressing palms out. Beautiful job. And then just go ahead and circle out the wrists here. Good, we're going to come onto all fours to continue in our flexing of the spine here, a little warm up for the body. So placing the hands, take them nice and wide and place them right underneath your shoulders. Toes can tuck underneath or they can lay flat, shoelace side down. You're going to take an inhalation and drop the belly and arch the spine. And then an exhale, you'll round the back body and tuck your chin. So trying again, exaggerating as much as the body will allow you. Inhale, shoulders come down. And then exhale, round the spine, big round. Inhaling to rise. Exhaling to round. Inhaling to rise, drop the belly, turn the chin up as long as there's no discomfort in the back of the neck. If there is, simply gaze down towards the front side of the mat here, top side of the mat. Exhaling to round. Good, a couple more rounds in silence here, listening to the sound of the breath. Inhaling, coming back to neutral. We'll begin. I'm going to walk a little more forward here and face the camera so that you can see the rolling of the hips here. So you're going to go ahead and sit your hips back on the exhalation and really over-exaggerate and then come back into center. Right? So you get this sense of the hips going way back and then lunging all the way forwards. So we'll continue with this motion here, just circulating the hips. The inhale takes you forward, and the exhale finds you coming all the way back. Good. And you're circulating here, breathing fresh blood back into the hip joints here. Don't be afraid to really exaggerate to the left and right sides. Remembering to always move in a way that brings a deeper sense of calm into the body. Good. You're breathing and you're feeling into the sensation. And then reverse the direction. If your yoga mat is not feeling like it has enough support for your knees, before you practice this, or really before you practice at all, you can always get a small throw blanket and fold it underneath your knees for a little more cushion. Good. So keep spiraling here until there's a deeper sense of relaxation. You feel a little more spaciousness, that the joints have warmed up a little bit more. Good. And then go ahead and take a rest into your child's pose. So sit your hips back, toes are untucked, and extend your fingers forward. Forehead is going to connect down with the ground. You can choose to actively reach through the fingertips, or some of us like to find our hands coming back behind the body, resting on the ground even. And if you need to, if the body doesn't easily lay down into your child's pose, you can always keep the hips a little bit higher and rest on the forearms and rest the head into the forearms. And in child's pose, because there's no outward necessarily activity, and you can remain in child's pose as we learn here, There is an inner activity that's happening. There is a long, deep breath and a surrendering of your muscles, letting your body imprint heavily on the ground. Keep breathing here. Long, light, and sweet breaths. Feeling always in your yoga practice that every passing posture creates a deeper sense of calm. Very gently we'll begin to inhale and rise back up here, rounding your back so that your head is the last part of the body to rise until you're in a seat. Go ahead and rise onto the knees. Inhale, send the arms as high up as they'll go. And then exhale, let them come down through the heart center here. 2 more times. Inhaling to rise. Exhaling, hands coming down through prayer. And last time, inhaling all the way up, reach through your fingertips as high as you can. And then go ahead and exhale your right arm down. Right arm coming to the side of the body. Take a nice deep breath and extend the left arm as far out as it can go. Good. A little side body extension here. Turning the palm to face down on the upward hand for more capacity for reaching through that shoulder. Go ahead and take a nice deep inhale. Both arms are going to come up. Exhale, come down as a way to reset and align. Inhale, send arms all the way up to the sky. Exhale, go ahead and send your opposite side down. Left hand connecting. Right arm will reach over as you lengthen through your spine. Noticing your tailbone, so right on the back side of your spine, you're going to get a sense of tucking that tailbone underneath. Your glutes may squeeze a little bit closer together, and this will support you through your core and through your spine. Keep breathing. And on your next inhalation, go ahead and send both arms back up to the sky, palms facing together above the head, gentle tuck of your chin. Take a deep breath in and reach. Stretch the body, and then exhale, hands can come down through your prayer pose. We'll place hands down onto the ground and come back into our table for a few rounds of cat-cow to align the spine. So inhaling, dropping the belly, turning the head up towards the sky. Exhaling and rounding. Inhaling and lifting. So belly drops, head lifts. Exhaling and rounding. Let's get one more of our series here. Inhaling and dropping. This time let's take full breath and hold. Shoulders relaxed away from the ears. Sip in a little more breath, holding at the top. And then a little more if you can. Good. Exhale, gently walk the hands a little closer. Push all the air out. And round the spine for your cat pose. Take a few breaths here. Feel free to come onto the tips of the fingers here to get a little bit more height. Good. By now the spine is a little bit warmer, a little more flexible. Go ahead and send your right foot out behind you. Good. So hands are under the shoulders and you're flexing the back leg. And you're just going to roll forwards and roll backwards here. It's opening the foot and starting to engage a little bit more in the core here. Keep breathing, long, deep breath, muscles relaxed. Feeling a sense of calm in the body and perhaps a lightness of being as well. Never getting too serious in your practice or feeling that you're laboring. Beautiful. We'll drop that side down and come right to the other side. So you're gently rolling over this foot here, opening the little muscles along the toe and the ball of the foot. All the while breathing, long deep breath in, all the way out. Good. We're going to drop both knees, and the last of our warm-up series here will be coming back into the circling of the hips. Right? And this has really prepared our body. We've prepared our shoulders, our hips, our ankles, our wrists, our neck. And then reverse the opposite direction here. So inhaling forwards, exhaling back. As fast or as slow as your breath is really calling. Inhaling forward, exhaling back. Good. And then coming to neutral, take a rest in your child's pose. Untucking the toes, go ahead and reach the arms wide or find the version available to you. Perhaps rocking the forehead side to side here, right? Rolling the forehead on the ground. Taking your time here to really relax and rest. You want to release the muscles here. Long deep breath flowing into the body and out of the body. And then very gently inhaling, we'll begin to rise here. So start to walk the hands closer towards the knees. Head is the last part of the body to rise. And then you're inhaling and coming back to your seat. You could set your hands off to the side here. And just swing your feet around so they're in front of your body. Good. Scoot yourself forward so your knees are bent. And we're coming all the way down onto our back here. So hold on to the backs of the legs and just gently roll down onto the spine. Good. Taking hands on either knees, begin to open the knees and circle. And then reverse the direction here, getting a nice opening in the joints so that everything feels lubricated and loose. And then drawing the knees in towards the body, wrap your arms around the legs as if giving yourself a big hug, and take a rest here. Breathing in and out through the nose, relaxing especially across the forehead space. Feeling with every passing breath that your body is being recharged. Oftentimes we become exhausted with this subconscious and subtle tension holding throughout our bodies, that the body is always active and never actually getting a deep and dynamic rest. Go ahead and extend the right foot all the way out to lay across the ground. Take a nice deep breath here in your wind releasing pose. And then as you exhale, switch sides, sending left leg all the way out, deep breath in. And then this time, send the right foot all the way out and turn the palms to face up towards the sky. Rest them down onto the ground. Let the ankles splay out and take your Shavasana. This is our resting pose. At the end of every session, We will always be ending here with an integration of our practice, a total surrender of all the muscle groups into the ground. To release subconscious tension, we'll practice a dynamic tensing of the body. So laying down, staying on the back here in your Shavasana. I'll demonstrate on the screen if you'd like to peek over. So in your laying down posture, you're going to gently start to engage the muscles of the body. So it's a wave of engagement in, tensing, low, medium until you're vibrating, and then a wave out, slowly releasing. And you're starting with the feet, the calves, the thighs, the glutes, the belly muscles, the arms, chest, shoulders, neck, and head, and then coming out in a wave. So this time we'll do it with a breath. The breath sounds as a deep double inhalation, short on the first, long on the second, as such. Out of the mouth on the exhale. Good. Again. One more time. This time with tension. We'll do 3 rounds. Dynamic tension, inhaling as you tense. Squeeze, 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 releasing. Gentle wave out again. Squeeze the muscles. Exhale out. Last time, giving 100%. And releasing. Let all your muscles relax. Good. Resting in silence for 3 minutes. Eyes are closed. Inner awareness gathering right at the point between the eyebrows. As if you're looking out into infinity, gazing through the movie screen of the mind, projecting your awareness, your consciousness out into infinity. We'll rest. Gently bringing awareness back into the body. Before moving any muscles, let the breath flow deeply in through the nose, and out through the nose. Noticing a sense of calm within the body, a sense of peace in the mind. Feel yourself supported on the earth, gently scanning the body from the crown of the head, across the brow and the eyes, the nose, cheeks, and ears, the lips, the jaw, the throat, into the shoulders, the chest, the upper arms, the rib cage, the lower arms, navel, and belly dancing up and down, hands, down by the hips, into the thighs, knees, calves, and feet. Feeling that you've been recharged by your practice. Take a nice deep breath in and extend the arms as far overhead as you can. Reaching long in your spine, breathing fully. Exhaling completely. One more time, inhaling, reaching through the arms, through the feet, big breath in, and then exhaling, let the hands come back and down by the hips. In your Shavasana, begin to draw the knees in towards your chest here so that you come back into your little ball. Taking a little gentle rock side to side, breathing deeply. We'll roll over onto our right side. Taking a moment just to rest here. Noticing the effects of your practice today. Noticing if you feel more calm and relaxed than when we began. Perhaps expansive or spacious. When you're ready to, begin to press off the ground here with the hands, turning the heart to face the ground, lifting yourself up here into your seated posture. We'll close our practice together today, sitting back in our original seat, whatever is comfortable for you. Take a deep breath in, reach the arms up above the head. Exhale, hands come down and into the heart. Gently resting here, let the eyes close and become very firmly focused on this point between the eyebrows, as if you're looking out to a distant horizon, perhaps over the vast ocean. And let there be just a gentle lift from that point of the horizon upward. Feeling a sense of calm growing in the body. With awareness gathered at the point between the eyebrows, see that there is an expanding light at this point. Extending out far beyond the boundaries of the body and the skin. Feel that every cell of this body is being recharged in this light. Opening yourself up to this intuitive experience of self-healing. Taking this time without feeling any sense of immediacy to come back into your day. Making this your personal practice to warm the body up in preparation for meditation. When you feel that you are filled with a deep sense of calm permeating every cell in your body, then is the right time to conclude your practice. Allowing deep breath to come in through the nose, exhaling all the way out through the mouth. We'll close our practice together today with the sounding of one Om. Inhaling deeply. Gently bowing the head towards the hands in prayer, we seal our practice together today, acknowledging and honoring that place within all of us that is sacred, that place that is unconditionally loving, the essence of all of us. Behind the fluctuations of the mind and the turbulence of the emotions and thoughts rests the ever-present being, the true self. Namaste. Thank you so much for taking this time to practice. I hope that you feel more relaxed than when we started today. If you'd like to learn more yoga postures, we'll have videos in the future for this practice. Thank you so much. Namaste.